You're listening to the Harkonnen Network, where strength, loyalty, and dominance reign supreme. Strength through loyalty.
Next up, dear listeners, what you have all been waiting for. It's finally time for the annual Harkonnen Family Games. I know you're all as excited as I am. Let's go live to this year's first installment of the Man Trap. Action, suspense, and violent death, straight from the Grand Arena on Gaiety Prime.
People of Arrakis, today marks the beginning of the annual Harkonnen Family Games, and the Grand Arena on Gaiety Prime has been transformed into a labyrinth filled with traps and deadly creatures from across the Imperium. Ever since its construction 20 years ago, the labyrinth has played host to the traditional competition known as the Man Trap. 9 contestants enter. Only one may leave, to be granted freedom and glory. Now, without further ado, let us go live to the action and our hosts, Maxim Dubrov and Vera Kotila.
Thank you for joining us. I am Maxim Dubrov, slave master of the labyrinth for the past 15 games. I am joined today by Vera Kotila, renowned biologist. Vera, tell us about your first memory of this hallowed competition.
Oh, I still remember it to this day, Maxim. I was watching on the net when one of the contestants was constricted and swallowed by a Jawboa from Grumman. I remember their screams as they were swallowed alive.
Yes, I remember it well.
Oh, it was so exciting. You could see them flailing inside the beast as they were slowly digested. I was 9. I think it was at that moment I decided to become a biologist.
Entertaining and educational. Without spoiling too much, I can say we'll probably get to put your knowledge to good use during this year's competition, Vera. And speaking of the competition, the contestants are arriving at the staging area now. What do you know about the staging, Vera?
I know that every contestant is given a number and then they enter in that order.
Correct. And we keep 15 minutes of separation so that there is enough time between them to prevent a brawl right at the entrance.
Ah, yes. I remember when that rule was introduced. There used to be quite the bloodbath early on.
Indeed. It was crowd-pleasing fun. But we prefer to prolong the game. Hence the rule change.
Maxim, the first contestant has arrived. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, I know him. That's Amado del Cin, a pirate from Lankivel. Abilur's men captured him during a raid, and he's been preparing for this competition in our slave pens ever since.
He cuts quite the dashing figure, doesn't he? And dual sabers.
He knows how to use them, too. He claims to have killed over 200 men with them.
Oh, exciting. We'll have to keep our eye on him. What about this next one?
Got away with it for years until he took one from a distant cousin of the Baron. You don't mess with noble property and stay free for long, my friend.
Oh, he's a big one, isn't he? Why do they call him Holotam?
It's a joke about how much he eats. People think his legs must be hollow.
He looks very strong. Unlike this one. Who is this waif of a girl, Maxim?
Ah, Kaelin Schiff. She was a serving girl for the late Lord Petrim of the manufactory. Don't underestimate her. She can be quite deadly with that needle gun she's cradling.
And what was her crime?
Well, she's the one who made the late Lord Petrim late.
Vicious. Oh my, this next one seems interesting. Who is that?
I don't know much about this one. He was shipped in from Arrakis with a load of spice. They just call him the Fremen, and he refuses to talk to anyone. Note the eyes. Blue on blue.
Fascinating. I've always wanted to study the sandworms of Arrakis. They seem so deadly. Have you ever had one in the games?
No, though not for lack of trying. They're almost impossible to capture, short of using a nuke. And then they wouldn't be much use at all.
Well, let's hope that this Fremen is as deadly as the worms of his home planet. He looks savage, unlike the one behind him.
Ah, that's the Grey Lady. Nobody knows where she came from. She just showed up on the streets of Giddy Prime one day. Soon enough, she was running the largest brothel in the sector. Before, she was taken in for witchcraft, if you can believe it.
Witchcraft? Does that mean...
Well, you know that our good Baron has a particular dislike of witches. But I have never heard the Grey Lady say anything during her time in the pens. Not one word. Until she volunteered to be part of this.
Everybody loves a mystery, but nobody loves this next contestant.
Recognize him, do you? I'm not surprised. Former guard captain Puikonem. You recognize his face, Vera? Do you remember his crime?
Oh, yes. He was in command on the day the Atreides made their suicide raid. He allowed them to destroy valuable resources. He was, simply put, incompetent and weak. A disgusting combination.
Horrible traits in a commander. He's been rotting in the slave pits ever since. Alone. Because who would take up with a man so stained? Until today.
Do you really think that if he survives the man trap, he'll be pardoned?
Officially, yes. But I don't think the people of Giddy Prime would ever be willing to forgive him. And the Baron might forgive, but he will never forget.
Nor should he. Let's hope that Captain Nem finds his death in the labyrinth. But we've wasted enough breath on him. Who is the next pair?
Ah, the twins Morani, a brother and sister, trained jongleurs. They were performing an opera here on Giddy Prime when one of the props malfunctioned and killed one of the Baron's guests. They were detained after their troupe was paid off, of course.
Well, jongleurs should at least know how to put on a show.
Oh, more than that. Trained acrobats, illusionists. They're my pick for to win the whole thing. Jongleurs have hidden depths.
Fascinating. But to win, they would have to turn on one another. Only one of them can be the winner. The rules are quite clear.
I know, and wouldn't that be an amazing way to end it all? Twin against twin? That would be an ending to talk about.
And here is the last contestant. He doesn't look like much.
He isn't. Fodder for the beasts. A lifelong slave born into service. His name is Kanto, but he's too low-born for a family name.
And why did you select him for the competition? He looks like it won't last 15 minutes.
I reached an agreement with his owner. Kanto is growing older and can easily be replaced, but he has a hidden talent, one I hope that we can draw forth during the competition.
Oh, how interesting. Will you tell?
Oh, no, my dear. Let's save some secrets for the audience to discover. So, those are our 9 contestants, lined up and ready to go. Any favorites, Vera?
You know, I put my money on the Grey Lady. Witchcraft or not, I love a classy lady. And I have a soft spot for our swashbuckling pirate Amado. Shame to waste such a handsome wastrel.
Good choices both. It's time to get this competition started. Are you ready?
I've never been more ready.
Are you ready, loyal listener? The contestants are prepared, the traps are set, and the creatures are starving. Stay tuned to this station, people of Arrakis, to hear more updates from Giddy Prime and the Man Trap.